There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
わかったよ。それじゃあ、俺が5の扉に入ろう。と言っても、一人だけじゃどうにもならねえ。誰か一緒に来てくれるやつはいないか?
There was another long silence. This time Snake was the one to break it.
僕が行こ
う。お兄ち
ゃん。大丈夫だよ。心配いらない。一旦は離れ離れになってしまうけど、もう一度どこかで合流できるはずだ。
どうしてわかるの？
わかるから。わかる。
答えになってないよ。だったら私も一緒に行く。5の扉に入る。
弱ったな。
何も弱る必要はないだろう。
Ace stepped forward.
私が加わればいいだけのことだ。違うかね？セブンの7とニルスの2。これに四つ葉の4と私の1を足せば、数字根は5になる。
7たす2たす4たす1イコール14。14の数字根は1たす4イコール5か。
なんだ、だったらそれでいいじゃん。その4人で5の扉に入れば。
待ってくれ。残った他の4人はどうなる？数字根はいくつだ？
Junpei did a quick mental calculation.
残ったメンバーはヤシロ、サンダ、紫、そして俺。この4人のバングルナンバーはそれぞれ8、3、6、5だ。8365。この数字根はいくつになるだろう。8たす3たす6たす5イコール22だから、22の数字根は2たす2イコール4か。
He repeated what he'd determined.
4だ。残った4人のバングルナンバーを足すと数字根は4になる。
じゃあその4人で4の扉に入れるってことですね。
ああ、うまい具合に分かれたな。
もう一度まとめてみよう。5の扉に入るのはセブン、ニルス、四つ葉、一宮の4人。4の扉へはヤシロ、サンタ、紫、俺の4人で入ることになる。だが本当にこれでいいのか。この扉の先には9番の男の死体が転がっている。二度と見たくない光景ではあるんだが、奴の死体をこの目で確かめておいた方がいいような気もするんだよな。だがこの扉を選べば、それを嫌っているヤシロやサンタとは必然的に別れることになる。当然紫ともだ。あいつをあの凄惨な現場に連れて行くわけにはいかない。
Junpei was
こ
torn.
の流れのままに4の扉へと入るべきか、あるいは待ったをかけて5の扉に入りたいと伝えるべきなのか。
As he turned his options over and over in his mind, Ace spoke up.
さてと、それでは決まりだな。行こう。
He began to walk toward door 5.
私は5の扉へ行こう。
Clover and Snake followed, with Seven a short distance behind.
私たちもそっちだね。行こう、お兄ちゃん。
こらこら、そんなに強く引っ張らなくても扉は逃げないよ。
俺はどっちの扉に。
Okay, so at this point, this is where the stuff starts splitting for like the true end, safe end, axe end, all these other endings and bullshit like that. I was always terrible with remembering which combination gives you what, but I do know that I always want to go through 5 first.
待ってくれ。
Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking toward the door stopped and turned back toward him.
俺も5の扉に入らせてくれ。
The words were scarcely out of his mouth when Jun spoke up.
ちょっと何言ってるんですか、純平くん。だったら私も一緒に行きます。
He turned around to look at her.
ダメだ。お前を連れて行くわけにはいかない。
なんでですか。
あの現場に踏み込むことになるんだぞ。耐えられるのかよ。
それは。
June opened her mouth as if to say something, but instead closed it again and looked at the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest at her clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions.
頼む。5の扉に入らせてくれ。
Seven scratched his head and looked at the young man.
参ったな。振り出しに戻っちまったじゃねえか。
順平くんのバングルナンバーは5だったね。だとすると、順平くんを加えるのであれば、僕ら4人の中から5を引かなければならないことになる。
Snake turned to Ace.
一宮さん、四つ葉のこと頼んだよ。
ああ、私は別に構わないが。
お兄ちゃん。
いいから僕の言った通りにするんだ。お前は他のみんなと一緒に4の扉へ。
嫌だよ。
わがままを言うんじゃない。
Snake's tone was harsh.
そんなの。
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes. She bit her lip and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear.
大丈夫だ。安心しろ。
It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them.
なんだ。ニルスのやつ、何を伝えたんだ。
He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
わかったよ。
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood. Before long, new teams were assembled.
最後にもう一度確認しよう。5の扉に入るメンバーはセブン、ニルス。
Ah,
7足す2足す5の合計は14。14の数字根は1足す4で5になる。4の扉に入るメンバーはヤシロ、サンタ、紫、一宮、四つ葉。8足す3足す6足す1足す4の合計は22だ。22の数字根は2足す2で4になる。というわけだが。
異論はないぞ。
うん。やろう。
よし。それじゃあ。
Seven, Snake, and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks.
あとはレバーを下げるだけか。よし。それじゃあ、行ってくるよ。
Junpei glanced around one last time, his hands resting on the lever of the red.
はい。気をつけてくださいね。
Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked at her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. With the sharp clack of a lock releasing, the door swung open.
開いた。
Ahead of them in the small hallway were the pitiful remains of the ninth man.
ひでえありさまだな。
これがあの9番の男なのか。
For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7 too seemed paralyzed. Snake, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. What the fuck you guys doing? Come on, man, I am walking down this hall. I can't see this shit, so come on!
血の中を平然と。
You can't see it.
ねえ、僕を殺すつもりなのかい？
Yeah.
扉が開いている時間は9秒しかないんだよ。
He hadn't even bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked toward one shoulder.
すまない。
行くぞ。
Junpei and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and threw themselves through the door. As they did, the cold tones sounded from the left wrists of all three men. Seven and Junpei looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had flickered to life.
カウントダウンが始まりやがった。
They had scarcely processed the information when... With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut.
くそ、扉が。
退路は断たれたということか。あとは解除装置を見つけない限り。
おい、出たどこだ。
The fear and urgency in Seven's face reflected what all three of them
ど
felt.
こって。
落ち着いて、周りをよく見て。
ああ、分かってるよ。
Junpei spun around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5.
ここだ。
As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down.
止まったみたいだな。
As he spoke, Junpei wiped the sweat from his forehead with a trembling hand.
たく、ヒヤヒヤさせてくれるぜ。
A muscle stood out in Seven's neck and the corner of his mouth was twitching.
俊平くん、大丈夫ですか？
No, I'm dead. All this blood's mine.
お兄ちゃん、平気？
Nah, they're fine. They're dead too. They could hear anxious voices muffled but distinct from the other side of the door.
ああ、大丈夫だ。
起爆送信機は止まったよ。
They heard relieved sighs, and even through the door, the three men could feel the tension disperse.
それじゃあ、俺たちは先に行くぜ。お前らも気をつけろよ。
わかったわ。
了解だ。
言ったか。
They heard footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again.
さてと、
Junpei looked around.
この通路は行き止まりか。
The hallway ended roughly 20 or 30 feet from where they stood.
この壁、動いたりとか。ダメだ、びくともしない。
なあ、こっちに扉があるぞ。
To the left, however, was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. First class! Ooh. Ah, first class. In the middle of it was a plaque that read first class.
一等選出か。
らしいな。
入ってみよう。それじゃ、行くよ。
おう。
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. 7 followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but he stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why.
見る前とは思っていたけど
Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but it just wouldn't leave his mind.
ひどすぎるもう形も何もあったもんじゃないな
What had once been a man's internal organs now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but worse still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe that the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across floor, the awkward twisting tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque unnatural position.
これはあの男が身につけてたものか
The man's glasses lay next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted. And next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face.
バングルが外れてるそうか確かゼロの書き置きに
最後にバームを外す方法について教えようそれは2つしかない1つはこの船から脱出することもう1つは心拍数がゼロになることさらにははめている人間の心臓が停止すればバームは自動的に外れるようになっている
死んだからバングルが外れたんだでもここまでぐちゃぐちゃになるんじゃなあれが元は人だったって言うんだから
Suddenly, Junpei felt his stomach convulse and a knot of muscle gripped his throat.
想像しただけで吐きそうだもう行こう
He clapped his hands over his mouth and ran to the first class cabin. And that is where I am going to stop. I am super tired. I've actually been falling asleep a little bit by playing this, and that's not good. Not because it's boring, but I'm super tired. Yeah, I'm gonna continue this soon as well, because I really want to get all of, the Zero Escape games done. Oh gosh, I love the Zero Escape games, like the last one, the very last one. I've only played the other two in the Zero Escape like once each. I started playing the second one after I beat this one, on the Steam version, of course. And I can barely figure out the puzzles. I'm like 3 hours in and I've only completed the first puzzle. Yeah. So, and by the first puzzle, I mean like puzzle like this, like right now, like first class cabin, like first decision, not like get out of the room first puzzle, you know what I mean? Either way. And I could barely figure it out. I couldn't remember any of it. Like, the puzzles in the next game are just like gone from my brain. I don't remember how to solve them at all. So like these ones, I remember how to solve all of these, and that's kind of unfair. Because I do remember how to solve them. I've played this game too much. I just still don't remember the combinations to get the good endings and whatnot. If I fuck up, I fuck up. But, you know. I might show you the bad endings anyway, just for the hell of it. Because, you know. Why not? There was one ending I didn't get on my first, in my own run on this one, the Steam version, and I realized which one it was, and I was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. So I might do that one as well. Again, I don't remember the combination. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do, and that's gonna be that. If I get a good ending, I get a good ending. If I get a bad ending, I get a bad ending. So it is what it is. Puzzles are gonna be easy. I'll try and get some like the optional dialogue just because it's fun. Make it funner to, watch. And then after 999, I'm gonna go straight into Virtue's Last Reward. And oh my god, I really want to do that one. I love Virtue's Last Reward. It's an amazing game, and then so is Zero Time Dilemma, though that one confused the shit out of me. All the Zero Escape games are really good. I would highly recommend them. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Stay cool, keep crazy, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Ta-ta!